Welcome, loyal viewers, to another gripping edition of TV Days Drama Digest. Today, we plunge into the emotional whirlpool that swept through days of our lives on June 3rd, 2025, a day etched in the annals of Salem's history as one of profound loss, shattered dreams, and the fragile threads of hope unraveling in the face of unrelenting tragedy. If you're ready to dive into the heart-wrenching, dramatic, and utterly unpredictable events that unfolded, buckle up and follow along as we unravel the stories that left us all reaching for tissues and gasping in disbelief. The air in Salem was thick with sorrow on Monday, as we bore witness to a scene that tore at the very fabric of our hearts. Dr. Marlena Evans, the pillar of strength, compassion, and wisdom in this tumultuous town, stood by the bedside of her beloved John Black, her voice trembling yet resolute, as she delivered a farewell that will echo through the ages. "I need you to listen to me," she began, her eyes brimming with unshed tears, her hands clutching his as if she could anchor him to this world through sheer will. "You fought the bravest fight I've ever seen. The thing is, I know you're tired. I know you're in pain. If you need to go, that's fine. I know you care about me, about the children. You're the person who gave us all the love we'll ever need. We will always have you in our memories. We will always keep you in our hearts. So, now it's time for you to rest. You can rest now." The room seemed to hold its breath as Marlena's words hung in the air, a poignant blend of love, surrender, and unbearable grief. And today, on June 3rd, 2025, the inevitable came to pass. John Black, the man who had been a hero, a lover, a father, and a friend to so many, slipped away, his final moments cradled in the arms of the woman who had been his rock, his soulmate, his everything. Marlena held him close, her face a mask of quiet strength as the life faded from his eyes, leaving behind a void that no one in Salem could ever hope to fill. Marlena, ever the stoic matriarch, bore the weight of this loss with a grace that defied comprehension. She stood tall for her children. Belle, Brady, and the others, her voice steady as she soothed their fears, calmed their tears, and kept their fragile hopes alive. She enveloped her grandchildren in warm embraces, whispering words of comfort as they clung to her, their small hearts breaking under the weight of losing their beloved grandfather. Marlena shouldered this burden, this crushing responsibility, with a strength that seemed almost superhuman, a beacon of light in the darkest storm Salem had ever faced. But even the strongest towers crumble under relentless pressure. With John gone forever, no last-minute miracle, no dramatic twist to save the day, Marlena's fortress of resilience finally cracked. Alone in the quiet of their once vibrant home, the walls echoing with memories of laughter, love, and shared dreams, she broke down. The tears came like a torrential downpour, a deluge of grief for the love of her life, the man with whom she had planned a future of golden years, of quiet evenings and joyous family gatherings. She wept for the adventures they'd never take, the anniversaries they'd never celebrate, the whispered "I love yous" that would now remain unspoken. The life they had envisioned together lay in tatters, and Marlena's heart, though resilient, was shattered into a million jagged pieces. While Marlena grappled with her monumental loss, her daughter Belle Black Brady faced a storm of her own, one that threatened to upend everything she held dear. Belle, always the fighter, had clung to whatever scraps of inner strength she could muster in the wake of her father's illness and decline. But with John's death, the final thread of her resolve snapped. The world she knew, the one where love, family, and hope could conquer all, had shifted beneath her feet, and she found herself standing on unsteady ground, unsure if she could ever regain her footing. For Belle, everything had changed. Her marriage to E.J. DiMera, once a passionate and compelling union that had captivated Salem for years, now felt like a relic of a bygone era. EJ, ever the confident and calculating man, assumed life would march on as it always had, that their bond could weather any storm. But Belle's heart told a different story. The grief, the loss, the weight of her father's absence had altered her in ways she couldn't yet articulate. She stared into the mirror, searching for the woman she used to be, and found a stranger staring back, a woman who wasn't sure if she could return to the life, the love, the routines she once knew. The question now looms like a dark cloud over Salem. Will EJ accept this new normal, this transformed Belle who no longer fits the mold of the wife he married? Or is this the beginning of the end for one of Salem's most dynamic and enthralling couples? Their history is a tapestry of passion, betrayal, and redemption, but this latest blow might be the one that unravels it all. As Belle wrestles with her identity and her future, EJ's response, whether one of understanding or resistance, could determine whether their love story continues or fades into the annals of Salem's storied past. The drama is palpable, and we're left on the edge of our seats, wondering if love can truly conquer all or if some wounds cut too deep to heal. Meanwhile, Belle's brother, Brady Black, found himself drowning in a sea of chaos, his life a whirlwind of personal and familial turmoil. Brady has endured more than his fair share of heartache in recent months, caught in the crossfire of his son Tate's tangled drama with Sophia and the shocking revelation of a baby on the way. As if that weren't enough, his daughter Rachel dropped a bombshell that sent shockwaves through the family. She witnessed Johnny DiMera, EJ's brother, pointing a gun at EJ in a moment of heated confrontation. The implications of this revelation are staggering, threatening to fracture already fragile alliances and ignite new feuds in Salem's ever-volatile landscape. And now, the crushing blow of losing John, his stepfather and a guiding light in his life, has pushed Brady to the brink. The pain was raw, a gaping wound in his chest, and yet Brady tried to be the rock his family needed. He murmured reassurances, telling his loved ones that everything would be okay, even as his own heart screamed otherwise. In a moment of vulnerability, he turned to the one person he perhaps shouldn't have, Kristen DiMera. Kristen, with her sly smile and complicated history, offered comfort in a way only she could, equal parts soothing and dangerous. Her arms around him felt like a lifeline, but history has taught us all a bitter lesson. Nothing involving Kristen ever ends well. Brady's decision to lean on Kristen is a ticking time bomb, a choice fraught with peril. Their past is a minefield of manipulation, heartbreak, and regret, and yet, in his grief, Brady allowed himself to be drawn back into her orbit. What will this mean for him, for his family, for the fragile stability of Salem? Will Kristen's comfort prove to be a genuine solace, or is this the prelude to yet another chapter of chaos and betrayal? The stakes have never been higher, and the fallout promises to be as explosive as it is heartbreaking. June 3rd, 2025, will go down as a day of reckoning for the residents of Salem, a day when love was tested, hearts were broken, and the future hung in a precarious balance. Marlena's strength and subsequent collapse, Belle's existential crisis, and Brady's dangerous dance with Kristen are but the opening acts in a drama that promises to unfold in unpredictable and riveting ways. The loss of John Black has sent ripples through this tight-knit community, and no one remains untouched by the grief, the questions, and the uncertainty that now define their lives. Here at TV Days Drama Digest, we're committed to bringing you every tear, every twist, and every heart-pounding moment as the story of Days of Our Lives continues to unfold. What will become of Marlena as she navigates a world without John? Can Belle and EJ find a way to bridge the chasm that grief has carved between them? And will Brady's turn to Kristen lead to redemption or ruin? Stay tuned, dear viewers, for the drama in Salem is far from over, and the next chapter promises to be as gut-wrenching and captivating as the last. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.